Exiting portside airlock.
We need to make our way back to the Astraya, to the auxiliary drive bay.
All right, Apollo, you're on your way. I'm waiting for my explanation.
We all agree simply transmitting Jack's consciousness into the past won't work this time. However, if we were to appropriate one of the Astraya's remaining FTL drives, the Doctor and I believe we may be able to use it to return both you and Jack to the 22nd century.
You're saying we might be able to go home?
I'm reticent to make any assurances, but yes, I believe it is possible. Assuming at least one of the drives is still operational.
I thought you said we couldn't access the drives because of all the biomass.
That was before we had the counterpulse.
Well, that's great, but do you have some way for Jack to administer it?
Jack, make your way to the nearest fabricator. I have a new modification for your shell.
Understood.
A fabricator? Those are all over the place. Hey, there's ticks there. I was on my way to the place. Fabricators. There's fabricators in these things, right? We came through this field. There's a fabricator like right over there. Yeah. So anyway, hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Lone Echo 2. I keep wanting to say Mass Effect. I'm like, whoa, planets, Mass Effect, definitely. We have to change the way we look because
shields at 95%.
There's so many noises. There's a charging dock. It's covered in ticks. What the heck? I better arm myself. Oh my god, there's crap everywhere. Oh, there's... Oh. Biomass. I need to charge up. Are they gonna... They're co-opting it. It doesn't work anymore. What the heck? Get out of here. I'm so confused. They said, go to a place with a thing. Nothing works anymore. 50%. I came all the way here, and I don't think it's gonna do any good. Everything's broken because of the ticks. Like, if there's more than one tick, I can't really do anything. And there's more than one tick. There's ticks everywhere. I'm just gonna die. Okay, but if I die, maybe I'll find the printer or whatever. I found a fabricator.
Your new counterpulse device is ready to be equipped.
Another thing. There's too many. This is too many things, you guys.
It's a weapon.
A focused counterpulse emitter. Based on a design from my own timeline and calibrated to the same wavelength as the treatment we administered via the
Oh my god. This is amazing.
Nice.
Understand, this device will only eliminate the older, more primitive biomass. The more evolved forms from this time period will just be temporarily incapacitated.
Regardless, it should make short work of the biomass surrounding the Astraya's FTL drives. It's possible with more research data we could refine the treatment wavelength even further, making the device that much more efficient.
Which would allow the emitter to discharge more shots before overheating.
Certainly fixed you right up, didn't we?
We're ready to proceed to the drive bay. In the meantime, Captain Rhodes, I will need you to assemble a custom gantry to secure the FTL once it's in our possession. I've already fed the necessary specifications to the fabricators.
Good. I'm in the mood for a bit of work.
Oh my god, we're so tough.
The debris field now.
Just
it's very radioactive.
Get back here quick as you can. No sense spending any more time over there.
Agreed.
Right,
wow, we are super strong.
Let's say you two track down a working FTL. We get it hooked up, and Apollo manages to recreate a physical time jump that, by some miracle, sends us back home to our own time. How exactly are we supposed to eliminate the biomass once we're there? I mean, it's not like we can just set off a bomb and blow it all to smithereens. That's exactly what you're planning to do, isn't it?
Well, not a bomb so much as a device that will unleash
the range.
a forcible burst of energy across a widespread area.
So, a bomb?
Yes, a bomb. But one that emits a counterpulse that should only be harmful to the biomass.
Brilliant.
I am a tactical AI. most of my solutions tend to involve some form of explosion.
It's all good, man. I trust you.
I think we should trust Apollo. After all, he has yet to steer us wrong.
How did we end up in the future again?
That was an accident.
Yeah, he didn't do it on
Considering
purpose.
The alternative was dying in a torrent of fire. I stand by my actions.
Alright, fair enough. But who's gonna build this cure bomb of yours? I mean, I could do it, but my hands are a bit tied at the moment.
I can easily repurpose existing equipment to construct a counterpulse dispersion catalyst.
Cure bomb.
Very well.
This one
Cure
looks
bomb.
good.
We will also need a means of transport, ideally one that can regulate the catalyst's energy signature.
The cargo drones should be more than capable of assembling the materials we need.
Excellent. I will transmit the details.
I found one.
Wait a second. How is Jack's reboot ability supposed to work in the past without the fabricator network?
My design for our makeshift transport includes a single fabricator to accommodate Jack's reboot for the duration of our mission. Once we've detonated the catalyst and are out of danger, we can address reintegrating Jack's protocols into an Atlas network.
Assuming all this goes to plan.
Well, yes. It would be rather difficult to operate on the opposite assumption.
I've reached the drive bay.
Yeah, we're
How's it
here.
looking there?
Looks great.
Now that I've eliminated all the ticks in the
Got
area.
some shit inside it.
Our aim is to locate a viable FTL drive. We need one that is suitably infected with biomass, but not to the extent that it is overrun.
That's this
The
one.
Goldilocks FTL.
An accurate, if somewhat antiquated metaphor.
I mean, there's that one,
Once
there's
we
this
find
one.
a suitable drive, we'll need to remove it from its housing and extract it via the corresponding service.
Yeah,
port.
I think we
The removal
found it.
process is no easy task, but I can walk you through the procedure.
We'll do it.
Now then, we should start by identifying any FTLs that are still extractable. Look for drives whose locking pins are largely clear of biomass at the upper and lower extremities.
Understood. I'll see if there's a drive that's clear enough to move.
Anyone able to cross their
It
fingers?
looks
do it now.
good. What's this
Some
one?
biomass is present, but not enough to impede the locking pins. Now to inspect the opposite end.
That looks good.
The locking pins on this end also appear to be free of any obstruction.
Confirmed. Cursory inspection verified. Internal biomass growth is also suitable for our needs.
Is that our winner?
It certainly appears so.
Chicken
So we're
dinner.
good to go.
Nearly. The FTL will first need to be primed, which requires filling the drive with an ionized fluid and stimulating a hybrid voltaic reaction.
Is that as dodgy as it sounds?
Priming the drive is a fairly standard procedure. Moving a drive after it's been primed is most certainly not.
How do we start the procedure?
The drive controls are offline. You'll need to initiate the process manually. Look for an access panel on the side of the FTL drive.
Access panel located.
You'll have to cut your way in. Pull the lever inside and the drive will begin priming. Once the injection process is complete, I will funnel all remaining power in the drive bay to the FTL.
Drive priming initiated.
Injection complete. I will now attempt to create a sustained reaction by
Flooded it.
applying any remaining power. Stand by. Sustained reaction achieved. We're ready to remove the drive.
Outstanding.
What's next, Apollo?
The FTL drive is held in place by locking mechanisms at its upper and lower extremities. They must be manually released before the drive can be removed.
Got it. I'll release the locks.
The release mechanisms are housed within the drive moorings at both the top and bottom of the chamber. You'll need to cut your way in.
Understood.
Really? Yeah, there is a place to go up there. I can see it. You could just go, right? Excuse me, this is glass. Can't get through. Somewhere. It would be helpful if there wasn't extra objectives. Oh, there it is. Alright, yeah, I'm using my left hand here. Because I want to be able to zap things. I aim better with my
access to the
right.
drive locking mechanisms.
The release control is located on the drive itself between the locking pins.
Screw this shit. Can I get there? Oh, there's a tick. Screw you, man. Six meters away. What am I looking for? I'm confused. Oh, duh. Alright. Yong.
Upper locking mechanism released.
Good. Once you release the lower lock, the drive should come free.
How do I get down there? Must be another access panel. Yep. Well, this one's full of bio shit. Perfect.
Drive unlocked.
Excellent. I've repowered a nearby control panel so you can complete the removal procedure. The controls will allow you to position the drive so it can be easily removed via cargo drone.
Moving FTL into position.
Steady on there, Jack. That's our ride home.
Once the drive reaches the
Oh, come on.
you can open the... Jack, be advised. Ticks inbound.
Stand by. I'll deal with them.
We get them all?
They must have been drawn out by the drive's substantial energy signature.
We didn't get them? It didn't say anything. Cheeky bugger.
Tick
All right.
threat neutralized. Resuming removal process at the control terminal.
Once the drive reaches the outer wall, you can open the service port to make the drive available for retrieval.
The drive is in position. How do I open the service port?
Multi-operator release controls on either side of the hatch.
Alright. I need my long arms. Whoa. Hey, I guess it is kind of portable. Nifty.
Removal process complete. The FTL drive is ready to be extracted.
Good work, Jack. Drones are on their way.
Copy that.
Take me with you.
Ready to depart with the cargo in T minus 10 seconds.
Sounds
If you
good.
plan to accompany the drive, I suggest you take hold now. Departing in
Yep, we're on board.
2, 1. Thrusters engaged.
If anyone messes with us, then I'll shoot them.
I'm exiting the drive bay.
Give the Astraya a wave as you go. Suppose this is the last we'll be seeing of her.
I'm afraid that's not entirely accurate. To ensure we eliminate all the biomass in the past, we will need to generate a counterpulse substantial enough to blanket the entire Kronos 2 orbital sector. To do so, we will have to venture into the remains of the Astraya that were left behind in 2126, and use the ship's primary drive exchange conduit to amplify the output of the cure bomb.
Kinda grows on you, doesn't it?
Not unlike a biomass infestation.
So, where am I in all this?
I will need you to accompany us into the wreckage. As acting captain of the Astraya, your authorization is required to access the primary drive bay.
Right. Well, I've nearly finished rigging up the gantry. Should be good to go by the time the drones turn up with the FTL.
What happened to
I'll see you
our...
back here shortly.
Oh, there's no
Acknowledged.
radiation.
Jack, I should tell you, if our plan succeeds, it is unlikely you will be able to return to this timeline. If there are any outstanding tasks you'd like to finish, now might be the opportune time.
I must find the special door.
Be the opportune time.
Understood.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to figure out this whole thing with the door. And this is the door, and you can go in here.
Captain Rhodes, Doctor, the FTL drive will be arriving shortly.
Copy that, Juno. We'll keep her on standby until we have Jack.
Very good.
To tell you the truth, my system has been a little unstable, and I don't know exactly why. It's probably something I'll have to fix regardless. But right now, it seems like a pretty good excuse to just, let's finish the game, you know? So, let's see. I'm sure we have to do the usual thing, right?
Captain Rhodes. He's back.
Oh, hey.
Jack,
You're outside.
over here. All right, Doc. The gantry's rigged up. I think we're all set here.
What are you
Jack,
doing?
I want to remind you again. Once we start this process, we are effectively locked in.
Hello.
Your shell will be exclusively paired to the fabricator on the rear of the transport rig. If you exceed its range, you will be forced to reboot. If you have any remaining tasks you'd like to address, this is your final opportunity.
Nah, we're good. Let's just do
I
it.
understand. I'm ready to begin.
Very well. Moving FTL into position. Everyone, keep clear.
Will do. Clamps are set. Bring her in.
How are you feeling?
Better, actually. It's weird. I didn't notice how much the infection was affecting me until I was rid of it.
Imagine if the disease had had time to progress.
I'd really rather not, thanks.
Perfecto.
Drive secured.
Confirmed. Connection established. The FTL is now linked to the station's power grid.
Reading vigorous biomass activity within the drive. The infection is feeding off the FTL's energy field.
I assume that's good.
It's expected. Begin diagnostic and compatibility check. Verify functionality of all drive components. This should only take a moment.
No problem. We'll just sit here in nervous anticipation.
Very well.
You're concerned.
About having every molecule in my body yanked across all space and time. I'm a little nervous, yeah.
The odds of success are surprisingly favorable, especially when one considers all the variables at play.
Where we can work with that.
Diagnostic and compatibility check complete. Stand by while I reconfigure the FTL's drive settings to mirror the exact conditions that first sent the Astraya back in time.
Dr. Harlan?
Yes, we have to get clear of the platform. I know.
Well, I guess this is it.
So it would seem. Captain, I want to say I'm sorry. I was wrong to keep you in the dark as long as I did. Perhaps if I trusted you sooner. In any case, I hope you can forgive me, though I don't expect you to. Right. Well, goodbye.
Dr. Harlan, thank you. What you're doing here, she'd be proud of you.
She'd be angry with me.
You've been a little
Yeah,
selfish, but not too bad.
But
I forgive you.
she'd still be proud.
Thank you. Both of you. For helping me put an end to this.
Doctor, we should really be going.
Yes. All right.
Good luck, Doctor.
To all of us.
FTL settings configured. As soon as the doctor is clear, we can begin spinning up the drive.
Farewell, Captain Rhodes.
Take care of him, Juno.
Of course, always. Goodbye, Jack. I will make sure to permanently archive all of the time we have spent together.
Yeah.
I'll miss you too, Juno.
Good luck saving your timeline.
Popcorn?
We're all going different directions.
Alright, it's okay. Well, what do you say, Jack? You ready for this?
You going for a ride?
I am if you are.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Apollo, we are clear.
Very well. Commencing final jump prep.
Listen. I realized I never properly thanked you. For, well, everything.
It's all good.
That's what I'm here for.
Pretty sure hibernating for 4 centuries falls outside the scope of your directives.
Clearly, you and I have different interpretations of my directives.
Clearly. Well, regardless, thank you.
Of course.
FTL spin-up complete. Drive reports green.
Remember, you need to trigger the device before the Ithaca reaches the infected zone. That should be enough to alter the course of events. Prevent the biomass from spreading.
Understood.
We'll get it done.
Transferring manual control to transport. Ready to execute jump.
Godspeed. To you both.
Alright, Jack.
The bomb. What? What are we doing? Oh, okay. There it is. Yeah, yep, done.
FTL engaged.
See you in a tick.
Jumping in 3, 2.
Whoa. Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm on.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. It's just... Holy shit.
That was weird.
Incredible.
I was going to say terrifying. But yeah, also pretty incredible. What about you? You alright?
Still here.
All systems nominal. Apollo.
Likewise, fully operational.
God. Look at this place.
This is the correct location, but is it the right time?
I think he was talking to you there, Apollo.
Cross-referencing astrometric positional data. Stand by. Confirmed. We have arrived just prior to the Ithaca's approach.
I think I see her. There. That bright dot just off Rhea. Jack, you see that?
Affirmative. I see it.
The vessel is closing fast. We have limited time.
Then let's not waste any more of it. The transport's good to go?
I'm still running diagnostics, but so far everything appears to be in working order.
Well, that'll have to do. We're on the clock.
Very well. Plotting a course for the Astraya's primary drive bay.
Popcorn? You're staying out here. See if you can find me a way to contact the Ithaca. Local comms just aren't going to cut it. We need a way to boost the signal. None of that. I promise. As soon as we finish hooking up the cure bomb, we'll come find you. Now go.
Course laid in. Transport
Nope.
rig prepped for departure.
I let go for an
I would advise you
instant.
both hold on. Stand by for primary thruster burn. 3, 2, 1. Transport underway. Distance to primary drive exchange, 4,600 meters.
That's quite a sight.
I should warn you, much of the Astraya remains highly irradiated. The transport's radiation dampener will shield us, but its range is limited. I advise you remain close to the rig at all times. Especially you, Captain Rhodes.
Steer clear of flesh melting radiation. Got it. Good safety tip.
Once we reach the drive bay, we'll need to connect the fuel cell directly into the Astraya's drive exchange conduit. That should amplify the counterpulse sufficiently enough to eliminate all the biomass in the sector.
You ready for this, Jack?
Easily done.
As I see it, we don't really have time to question our preparedness.
Yeah, I'm a little scared too.
Let's do it. As a wise man once said, someone set us up the bomb.
Approaching the Astraya's outer hull. Brace for deceleration.
Gonna open the door.
Hold on to something.
We're not going very fast. Like a man door right there. The big door right here. We have to go in and open the door.
The drive bay is via a service tunnel just beyond these doors.
Yeah.
How do we get them open?
I'll need direct access to the local systems. There should be a control station just on the other side of that nearby airlock.
Right, let's go.
Perhaps those of us with reboot abilities should proceed first.
By all means. Lead on.
Yeah, if you could
How does this area
reboot.
still have power?
There
a
are
lot
multiple
of-
redundancies in place to protect the
Tougher.
engineering deck from power failure, even in the event of catastrophic structural damage. As you can see,
Good news for us.
not entirely. If the local power grid is still active, that means the biomass is as well.
Couldn't let me have just one bright spot.
The control station is just up ahead. No sign of any significant biomass activity.
This feels
How long
familiar.
does that will last?
Based on previous experience, probably not as long as we
I think they're all
prefer.
zappy. Door shut.
Are those the door controls?
Affirmative. They must have suffered some form of mechanical failure.
Yeah. You think so, do you?
Try the emergency release. You'll have to cut your way in.
Copy.
Now that I got this biomass shooting gun, I don't want to let it go.
Locking mechanisms released.
Doors open.
Area clear. No biomass presence.
Thing's open. What are we doing? Whatever.
This is it. Jack, I'll need your help to overwrite the local protocols. There's an AI core installed in the upper terminal. Remove it and place it in the override slot.
Copy that.
Your new data scanner should still...
Core secured.
Data port open.
Commencing upload.
Ding-a-ring.
Overwrite complete. Once you return the core to the...
Core locked in.
Access achieved. I have local control. Now all I need is the captain's authorization.
Right. This is Acting Captain Olivia Rhodes. Open the doors?
Authorization accepted. Disabling security measures. Doors opening. Stand by. I'm moving the rig inside.
Right, come on, Jack. Let's get back out to the transport and...
Captain,
What is it?
I'm reading movement.
Shit.
Multiple biomass signatures closing on the transport. Navcom is failing. I can't pilot the transport with those ticks draining its systems.
I can clear them off. Stand by.
Use the secondary airlock beyond the control station. It's your quickest route to the transport.
Got it. We're on our way.
Negative, Captain. You will need to remain inside. The transport is too far out. You would die in seconds.
Right. Let's radiation.
If you die,
me at
our
him.
mission fails.
Your concern for my well-being is extremely touching. Thanks.
You're welcome.
The door is locked. Okay.
Cycling airlock.
Do
Stand
it.
by.
Might want to ready that counterpulse gadget of yours, Jack.
Affirmative. I'll signal you when it's all clear.
This thing, right?
I'm gonna just back up a bit here.
I count 3 tick forms on the transport jack. You'll need to neutralize all of them in order for me to regain control.
Acknowledged. That should be all of them. Apollo, can you confirm?
Confirmed. Transport power flow nominal. I've regained operational control.
Stand by, Liv. We're coming to you.
Make sure you put up nice and close. I prefer my insides remain unliquefied.
Not to worry, Captain. You'll be well within the dampener's radius. There. That should be more than sufficient for the captain to safely board.
Liv, you are clear to exit.
Copy that.
I get some juice? No, it's turned off.
I'm on. Let's go.
Engaging primary thrusters. Be advised. Adjusting course.
There's a lot of fire. Okay, yeah, I was expecting something like this.
Course replotted. Brace for thruster reignition.
I'll shoot all the bad guys as we go.
Jack, I suggest keeping your counterpulse emitter armed. The biomass is likely to be much more prevalent as we move further inward.
Understood.
Gotcha.
How is this going to get?
The primary drive bay is one of the most energy-intensive areas on the entire ship. We should expect the biomass infestation to be proportionally dense.
You know, you could just say it's going to get really bad.
Other door.
I thought that was what I said.
We appear to have another sealed door ahead.
Affirmative.
You have a plan for getting it open? Will do.
Yes. My newfound control of the local systems is more extensive than I anticipated.
Good stuff.
Perhaps this means the rest of our mission will go just as smoothly.
If only wishing made it so.
Indeed. I expect the door to the primary drive bay will require a bit more effort to open.
I wouldn't want us to get spoiled.
Talk about a big room. This place is huge.
Proximity alert.
Here we go.
Look out!
Firing braking thrusters.
Yeah, the laser, you don't really need the sights anymore. It's so
That's the
vibrant.
last of them. Apollo.
Affirmative.
Nicely done. I don't think a single tick made it to the transport.
Most fortunately for you, Captain. Though the ticks do appear to be more interested in the transport than you or Jack. Preparing to resume course. Please hold on.
We're on. Let's go.
Acknowledged. Resuming course.
I can't see my boundary. Better not move.
We should be coming up on the drive bay shortly.
Popcorn? How are things at the
Oh, it overheated.
You find me a way to talk to the Ithaca? There's got to be something in that mess we can cobble together. Keep looking. I don't need much. Just enough to get a signal out. Could be Morse code for all I care. Just as long as the Ithaca can hear it. Okay. Well, copy that, I guess. Keep me posted. How much further, Apollo?
The drive bay is just up ahead.
More shit
ticks
detected.
inbound.
They just keep coming.
Ah, missed one. There he is. Oh, there's another one. Crap. It keeps moving around. Dang it.
I think that's the last of them.
Approaching destination. Reducing speed. The primary drive bay is just beyond these doors.
Alright, let's get them open.
There's an airlock nearby that will take you to the control station.
I see it.
I'll proceed first.
Right behind you.
Ah! I don't have any health. I mean, that is where we're supposed to go, right? Use the nearby airlock. It does it. I can't. There's not like a thing I could activate. Is this radioactive? And I can't.
Shields at 95%.
Oh, that's a glass. That's okay. Oh, duh. I'm real stupid.
Popcorn. Popcorn, do you read?
I'm here.
He's not responding.
Radiological interference from the Astraya is disrupting our local comms. We should be able to re-establish contact once we're clear of the wreckage.
There goes my boundary. I can see again.
Are those escape pods?
That's correct.
Do they still work?
Surprisingly, yes. The pods are still registering as functional.
Well, that's not going to help anyone. They still have a biomass infection.
You're thinking we could use them to evacuate once we finish the catalyst.
Well, that is what they're here for.
Well, if
And
we
anything's
do
better than
it.
having to backtrack through that mess of tunnels.
Very
Good
well.
enough.
Once we've finished installing the catalyst, we'll use the escape pods to get clear of the wreckage.
Yeah, we need to do our
For
job
now,
first.
let's proceed to the control station. Biomass from the drive bay has spread to the door controls.
What about the emergency release?
There is considerable buildup around the panel, but it looks to still be accessible.
I'll take a look.
You could use your counterpulse emitter to nullify any threat from the biomass.
Do what? That thing over there? That you can barely, Yeah, it's like highly buried.
The infestation is fairly severe, but I think I can still reach the panel.
Oh my god. I can, yeah, I can do this. I can just barely do this. I can't move that. I can move this.
Opening door.
Through here.
As before, our first step is to rewrite the local protocols. The procedure is identical to the one we performed earlier.
Where's the AI core? It's not in the terminal.
One of the engineers must have removed it during the initial outbreak, an attempt to seal the drive bay. It's likely the core is still close by. We should search the adjoining rooms. Expect considerable biomass presence.
You go, I'll keep an eye on the transport.
Yeah,
I won't be long.
it's probably just, you know, it's not open. There's definitely glass in the way. Wait. It's open! I'm just really stupid, you guys. Well, there's no contrast. You can't tell. You just can't tell what you're doing.
There, at the far end of the corridor.
Got it. Liv, I have the core. I'm heading back to you.
Copy that. See you shortly.
That took a long time to figure out. Hopefully I cut it out. That was embarrassing. It just looks like there's glass everywhere. I couldn't tell that the door was
Nicely
open.
done. We're sure the core's in good shape, Apollo.
We'll know for certain once
Yeah, I
Jack
know.
places it in the
Good enough.
override slot.
Core in place.
Data port is open.
Commencing data transfer.
Override
Mirroring.
successful.
Copy. Returning core to upper terminal. Core locked in.
Protocol remapping successful. Local access granted. I can now open the drive bay. On your authorization, Captain.
Right. This is Acting Captain Olivia Rhodes. Open the drive bay.
Authorization accepted. Security measures lifted.
My God.
Remarkable. The biomass has all but overtaken the chamber.
It's everywhere.
Overriding the existing environment, building a new ecosystem. The infestation is worse than I anticipated.
This is what happens to Earth.
More accurately, what will happen if we fail to accomplish our mission.
Alright. Alright. I've got a job to do. So, let's get to it.
Captain, I'm afraid given the state of the drive bay, I cannot allow you to accompany us inside.
What? No. I'm staying. I'm with you.
Maybe you should hang out at the escape pod.
Liv can handle herself, Apollo.
If these new readings are any indication, the drive bay is far too dangerous an environment for a human being. The odds of the captain's survival are close to zero. And that is not an exaggeration.
Right. Well, I suppose as far as arguments go, that's not the worst. Okay, new plan. I'm going to track down Popcorn, see if we can work out a way to make contact with the Ithaca. The escape pods are good to go, Apollo?
Affirmative. I've already plotted the coordinates. Simply climb inside and seal the canopy.
Good. Keep this comms channel open. I don't care if the signal gets spotty. I want constant communication.
Understood.
Come on, let's get you back to the Atlas. Right, I'm off to go and be shot into space at what I'm sure is a totally safe velocity.
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, you better head.
I got stuff to do.
Jack? Good luck.
You too, Olivia.
Be sure to come back in one piece, yeah?
I assume that's an order.
Bloody well right it is.
Transport is ready to depart.
Okay, I can reprint.
I will do my utmost to navigate a safe route through the drive bay.
All right, I'm on board.
Brace for acceleration.
Liv, Apollo and I are making our way into the drive bay.
Copy that. I'm closing up the escape pod.
Acknowledged. Safe travels.
Yeah, to both of us.
Oh my god, this room is gigantic. Oh shit. What an enormous room. And the range of this thing is unbelievable.
I'm clear of the Astraya wreckage.
Are you all right?
Ride was a touch shaky, but I'll manage. Still no sign of popcorn. Nothing on comms either. At this point, all I can do is focus on finding a way to contact the Ithaca and just hope he turns up.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah. Right then, I'll keep you posted.
Lambo. Yep. Seems like it has a little bit of splash damage.
What is it?
Power to the drive exchange conduit appears to have been cut off. The conduit must be fully powered if we are to sufficiently amplify the counterpulse blast wave.
What are our options?
Our best course of action is to try and reroute power from another system.
Then let's do it.
There's a junction nearby that should still be functional. Adjusting course. Hold on.
Liv, we've run into a power flow issue. We have to briefly divert course.
Do what you have to do, but do it fast. The Ithaca fleet's getting close. I make out at least 3 more ships in the distance.
How close are we to making contact?
Still working on it. There's just not that much to work with. If I could maybe find one of our old geosensors, I could put its contacts.
Liv.
Might be enough to get a signal out.
Liv, you're breaking up. Liv.
Interference from the Astraya is disrupting the signal.
Is there any way to get her back?
I'm afraid there's not much I can do. However, the captain is actively working on boosting the comm signal to reach the Ithaca. If she succeeds, it's possible we'll be able to re-establish contact.
Understood.
It looks so cool. With the cables just coming down like that. It's like gigantic. That looks awesome.
These junction controls should allow you to divert power to the exchange conduit.
Understood. Stand by.
Power flow incoming multiple ticks.
What? Oh, what? I was not paying attention. Alright, give me a gun. Give me a gun in my hand. I want to be a shooting man.
That's it. We're clear for now.
Let's get back to rerouting the power. Returning to junction.
It can go 3 different ways. So, it can go this way towards this thingy, or that way towards that thingy. I don't know. Some which way. Up.
Power rerouted. The exchange conduit is operating at maximum capacity. Well done. Return to the transport and we'll proceed onward.
Alright.
Takes inbound.
Copy that. 12 12 o'clock.
Jack, do you copy?
Liv, say again.
There's too much interference. I keep losing your signal.
Liv.
We sure are good at, oh my god, look at this.
Jack, I'm losing you.
Liv, are you there? Olivia.
It's no use, Jack. She's not receiving us. Ticks on approach. Incoming multiple ticks.
Jack, I don't know if you can hear me.
Liv, I read you.
If there's any chance you can still hear this, I'm going to keep working on the comms, but if I can't...
Liv.
Jack, we need to focus. We're closing in on the exchange conduit. We've arrived. We'll need to connect the catalyst to one of the conduit's fuel cell housings. This will allow the device to trigger a cascading reaction that will amplify the blast radius enough to eliminate all the biomass in this sector.
Does it matter which housing we use?
We should start by identifying which housings are still operational. Look for any housings with a working data port and call them out.
Got it. I think we can safely rule out this housing as well.
I concur.
Shields at 95%.
Oh, we're not supposed to just do
Biomass
that.
Presence. Housing is unusual.
We're not supposed to do
I
that.
agree.
I couldn't get in. We're not supposed to go wandering away. Alright. Are we on the move? Going. That thing there.
What about housing B3?
Negative. There's too much biomass clogging the mechanism.
All right, let's move on.
I'll circle the conduit so we can inspect the remaining housings.
Yeah, you gotta move, man. I can't do it.
Housing C1 still appears functional.
Unfortunately, biomass presence around the couplings is too severe.
Copy. Let's keep looking. This housing is far too infested. There's nothing we can do here.
Yes, I'd have to agree.
Excessive biomass presence.
Valid assessment. Housing is no longer functional.
Housing D4 might still be salvageable.
Biomass presence is moderate, but still enough to be a problem. Resuming flight path.
What about this housing? E3.
I'm
Oh, this
afraid
one's
not.
perfect.
The infection
E5.
appears to have penetrated the outer casing.
It's shooting
The internal
sparks.
components are likely teeming with biomass.
But it looks great.
The
E5, dude.
housing looks clear, but the data port is unsalvageable.
Unfortunate. The
But you didn't
housing
even-
might have otherwise been a suitable candidate.
Rampant infestation. Housing appears inoperable.
A valid assessment.
Just try to look at stuff and, yeah.
Negative on this housing.
Agreed. Continuing orbit.
Good. Wait. No, wait for me. Wait for me.
The housing's data port is defective. Nothing to be done here.
Agreed. We seem to be running out of options.
There are still housings left to inspect. Let's
There's
keep
housing.
looking. There. Housing G4. That looks to be our best option.
Data port is functional. No visible infestation. I agree. That housing does appear to be our most optimal solution. Well spotted. All other housings appear either offline or infected. I believe this is our only chance.
Can you bring us within dampener range?
Affirmative. Maneuvering thrusters engaged.
Jack? Signal.
Live.
Not much signal.
Her signal's only getting worse. You'll need to scan the data port to activate the fuel housing.
It's kind of far away.
Housing open.
Wanna eject this
Use the
one?
release controls to eject the old cell. Remember, both controls must be operated
Yeah.
simultaneously.
Copy. Fuel cell removed.
Stand by while I align the transport to the housing. Please keep clear. Catalyst in place. Now use the same controls as before to secure the device.
Apollo, what's happening?
The power clamp's anode coupling failed to engage. Without a proper connection to the conduit, we won't be able to trigger the reaction we need to detonate.
Can the coupling be repaired?
Unknown. We'll need to get a closer look.
Copy. Moving to inspect. There is a small pocket of biomass here.
That is disconcerting. We should nullify that infestation immediately.
Understood. Infection neutralized.
We should probably clear the remains. The nodule is small enough that you should be able to burn it away with your cutter.
Biomass removed. What about now, Apollo? Can you engage the coupling?
Negative. The damage is too extensive. With the coupling disabled, we have no way to bridge the connection.
Then we find a new solution. We have to. The Ithaca's almost here. What if I use my shell to complete the connection? If I hold both the anode and the coupling, the current should pass straight through.
Yes, but once the circuit goes live, the resulting energy surge would destroy your shell.
Then I'll simply reboot.
At this range, the counterpulse wave will undoubtedly disable the transport's fabricator. You would be unable to reboot.
Are there any alternatives?
We could try using the fabricator to construct something to bridge the gap. Though without access to the full archive of schematics, our options are exceedingly limited. Give me a moment to locate and print the most tenable option.
Manual extrication of the coupling does not appear possible.
Fabrication complete. The component is ready. Try positioning it such that it makes contact with both the anode and the coupling.
This thing? Not bad. You want to, walk in? What are we doing? I have no idea. yeah, take this thing.
With our limited time frame, we cannot afford re-attempting ineffective solutions.
It won't, do anything. What do we do? Plug it in? You just short it? Short.
Energizing.
Oh, jeez.
5%.
Got blown away.
It's no use, Jack. We can't establish a stable connection. The component simply doesn't fit.
Are there any other components we can try?
Nothing in the fabricator's local memory. I recommend we consider other solutions.
How about we, like, bend the thing down and fucking, like, weld it in place? That would work.
There's no other option. I have to bridge the connection myself.
I am sorry to say it, but I must concur.
What
Alright.
do I need to do?
Stand by while I prep the catalyst for diffusion. Jack, would you like to try contacting Captain Rhodes again?
If it's at all possible, yes. I should say goodbye.
I will boost the signal as best I can.
Liv? Liv, do you copy?
Jack! Jack, are you there?
I'm here. I read you, Liv.
Jack! Thank God. I thought I'd lost you.
Liv, there's a problem.
What do you mean? What sort of problem?
There's a malfunction. I'll have to use my own shell to complete the connection and detonate the device.
What? Jack, no! You can't! The EM surge will fry the fabricator. You won't be able to reboot.
Yeah, I know.
I understand.
You could
Sucks.
die. Jack, wait. Just hold on. Let me see if I can find another way for you to reboot. One of your old activation pods. Something.
Liv, it's all right. I know what I'm doing.
No! God damn it, Jack! Listen to me! You are not doing this!
There's no time.
Jack! Please!
Circuit is now going live.
Understood.
No, no! Wait! Don't! There's still time! I can fix this!
You're fucked.
Jack! I can't let you do it, Jack!
We can.
Goodbye, Olivia.
Rip. Ding. We did it. All right. Here come the credits. I'm not really gonna watch them though. I have hands in here. All right, I guess that's it. So, yeah, not sure where we're gonna go next. I think probably it's a good time to do, what, Red Matter 2? We could do those. So, cutting it here. If you've been watching, thanks. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future uploads. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.